I told you about 3 times you won't fuck with me, right? Umbrella. I'ma run it up and up and up. 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 Big brella grind until I build it up. Shawty poppin' purpose like it's Eminem. Sliding through your city, you gon' live and learn. She gon' let me fuck cause I'm a living legend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Eminent Sports Broadcasting, man, and we in the building, dog. And we are all excited. Even if we don't want to admit it. Even if we don't want to admit it. Facts is the facts. Tank Davis, Frank Martin is next. I'm your host, Classic, and I'm rocking with my co-host.
Your boy Loso, K shooting no so.
And the rumor is, it's not even really a rumor, man. Cat is out the bag. We just waiting on these motherfuckers to just officially announce it. And it's Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. And some people are saying
which we predicted.
They're not
about a month ago.
They're not happy about this. What'd you say, Los?
Which your boys, which the ESB boys don't predict it.
I mean, it made sense.
Ago.
It made sense, right? If you was gonna pull Frank out of a fight with Shakur, right? What would be the guarantee that you're giving him for doing
you had to
such
reward
things?
Him.
It had to be a better fight, right?
The core fight, he had to, you know what I mean? He had to secure him and let him know he's about to get that Tank fight.
Yeah. So, are you happy, man?
I mean, like I stated before, I'm cool with it.
Cool with it?
Man? Cool with it.
A lot of people seem to not be cool with it, man. Why is that?
I'm cool with it. I don't know.
Okay.
People want to see Gervonta against the best of the best. You know what I mean? Everybody feels like it's time for that man start fighting the elite. He the face of box. So, you know what I mean? Best. And then around that 135-pound division. So people want to see him facing the best. People want to see him against the likes of Devin, Shakur, Lomachenko, you know, Teofimo.
But are any of those
even the Cambosis, like dudes want to see him with? I don't see why not. He's a face of boxing. Whoever fights Tank, they're gonna make the most money. Dude coming off a $1.2 million pay-per-views. And it don't matter who it is, they're gonna come to the table, just like Ryan Garcia did. And now and that was with the unknown. That was with Tank doing 200,000-300,000 pay-per-view buys. Now the man did 1.2. So any and everybody is available to Tank if they want to make the fight.
Yeah.
So any fight is available. That's like saying, oh, can somebody make a fight with Floyd? Yeah, of course. And now nobody's even coming close to 1 million pay-per-views. You know what I mean? So you get in a fight with Tank, bro, everybody gonna eat. So why not? Just make it doing the highest gates, doing the highest pay-per-views. So
is this a good move for both fighters, in your opinion?
It's a great move for Frank. Shit, I know he's about to get more than that $1 million.
Wasn't it $2 million that they offered him? Or was
it was $1 million. It was $1 million, and he wanted an extra 0.5. He wanted an extra 500,000, but Shakur ain't want to give it up, so he pulled out.
It would have to come out of Shakur's budget.
Yeah, it would have to come out of Shakur's budget. You know how Top Rank do. They got a budget, and that budget ain't changing.
That budget ain't changing, right?
So
very disciplined.
It's a great fight for Frank. You know what I mean? Shit. Coming off a so-so win, but he had a good victory against my man Michelle Rivera. So, man, the opportunity is there for the taking.
Yeah. I think as it stands right now, man, it's like, in my opinion, right, the only fighter that would have been able to cross the street and possibly make a fight without a cross promotion situation would probably have been Devin Haney. And you know I'm a Tank fan, but I keep it real. I don't think his team wants that fight, especially not right now. So That leaves Lomachenko. That leaves Shakur Stevenson. That leaves Keyshawn Davis possibly on the other side, right? Those are decent fights for Tank. Kambosos, but those guys are all tied up except for Shakur Stevenson, right?
You gotta.
But all those fights possible, those.
No, those fights ain't possible. No.
They're not possible, right?
Kambosos
Let's just keep it real.
When you start, okay, let me keep it real. Let me cook. So when you're talking about the Keyshawns and them, no, they're not gonna serve up one of their young guns to a Tank. Yeah, I mean, nah, they're gonna build them. And if they're gonna make a big fight, it's gonna be on their side, where they're in a win-win situation. You understand? But they're not gonna serve up a Keyshawn to a Tank or no shit like that. Whoever you send the Tank, they gotta be able to come back with the man head. You understand? So you only gonna say your top dogs, cause Tank a top dog. You know what I mean? So if you got an ace over there, so you gotta come correct. So you can't send one of your young boys and get his head chopped off, and now one of your young guns is now, you know what I mean? Little and you take the steam up out of him for what? If you're gonna do that, you let Keyshawn go fight Tio. You don't let Keyshawn go fight a Tank, right?
Yeah. So that makes all the sense in the world. So let me ask you a question now, because let's say Tank wins this fight, right? It's not a foregone conclusion, even though he's gonna be the favorite. Is it possible to get Lomachenko after the Kambosos fight?
No, I don't think.
You don't think so either, right?
No,
because right now Top Rank is controlling 3 of the 4 belts in the division.
Right. So the time, that's going to be a fight that Tank is going to regret not making. But then again, he might be happy he didn't make it, because at the time when Floyd used to threaten that boy with the fight, I don't know if he was ready for that.
Yeah, but Tank that fight always wasn't juicy like that at the time.
Right, but
that
it would
fight
have been
would be juicy right now.
Nah, it would lose that, because look, even against Devin, they were trying to call him old. That was over a year ago.
Yeah, now, but the way he looked against Devin,
yeah, but still,
and the way he may look against Kambosos, the Kambosos fight is going to play a lot into it. Whether that fight is even possible.
He might not make it out the Kambosos fight. I think he wins the Kambosos fight, but will we be crazy to think that Kambosos done shot the world before?
Yeah, he could pull it off.
Shit.
He's a live dog. I don't think he's even a live dog. He just got a scratcher's chance.
He's a live dog. Nah,
live dog?
He's a live dog. Like he was Loma? A live dog against Tio, and he's not old. You know what I mean? Coming off Tio beating Loma, where everybody thought he was gonna just squash Kambosos.
Yeah.
And then look what he did. Pulled off the amazing upset. Kambosos could fight. People try to shit on Kambosos because of what Devin did to him. That's just because people try to shit on Devin and discredit Devin.
Yeah, well, they're shitting on him too because of what Maxie did to him as well.
Maxie's and fighters have off nights. But people act like fighters don't have off nights. And when you win this shit, you're gonna have to have some nights where you just gotta pull through, just like Tio just did, right? You felt like Tio won the last fight. That was an off night for him, right? You want to quote unquote. Worse, what was the boy that just became the mandatory for Devin? Sandor Martin, right?
Yeah.
Some nights you just got to be able to pull it out. You know what I mean? Get in that bitch and leave with the W. And that's what he did. You know what I mean? So, hey, we done seen fighters come off nights and have great performances. People were shitting on Devin. Devin lost the Lomachenko fight. Then what he do? Came back and put on a magnificent performance against the boy Regis. So, who knows? Yeah.
Who knows? But I mean the fight, the Shakur fight. Okay, so Shakur said he got one fight left on his deal. He fights that one fight. You think he jump ship?
Hell no.
Why not?
Because ain't nobody else gonna guarantee the man at least $3 million a fight, especially coming off that last fight. And then Top Rank, they gonna fuck him. They ain't gonna put him in there with a top dog, and you only got one fight left on your contract. They already seen Devin come take all the belts and dip on their ass. You think they come on? They ain't stupid. They've been doing this shit for a million years. The only reason why they even put Devin in that Lomachenko fight because they believed that Lomachenko was gonna beat him.
So you think they're gonna put Shakur in a nondescript fight in his next fight?
Yes.
and then try to
fight that he can't look good.
renegotiate.
They gonna renegotiate. He gonna come to the table when he realizes what the fuck is going on, and I'm sure he's putting the feelers out, and he's seeing what's going on, and he might try to bet on himself and think, all right, my next fight, I'm gonna go watch him, and everybody's gonna be on my dick. But bro, nah.
What's a Tank and Shakur fight worth? What is that fight worth? Mind you, we're talking like the Frank fight is a foregone conclusion. Like Shakur's just, like Tank is just gonna beat this guy. But let's say he does get past Frank. What is that fight worth?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
I think Shakur can clear $10 million after pay-per-view numbers come in that fight. So you're talking about a $3 million guarantee. He can get that shit. He can get that shit times 3 in one night.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee he's gonna get that fight.
Man, that shit does at least 700,000 to 800,000.
Listen. Just like Devin, just like Tank team don't want to make the Devin fight, and Devin will fight you. Shakur won't fight you, and both of Tank's coaches already said it. You know what I mean? He already said it. He's like, yo, I wouldn't put my youngin in the ring with this dude. He ain't gonna be able to do what he want to do. Dude gonna run the whole night. Whenever Shakur get in the ring with a serious puncher, and ain't no puncher more serious than Tank, the boy ain't there to be hit. He don't want to make a fight. You know
he ain't gonna be able to get away from Tank. Tank know how to cut that ring off, man. His shit is sudden.
Hey, that boy.
I'm favoring Tank in that fight.
That boy's he is an Olympian.
No, that's fine. He is an Olympian, but I'm favoring Tank in the fight.
Now he went for boxing, but on the cool, he could have went for track. You know what I mean?
He was Olympian and he lost to Robisi, right? He lost to Robisi, and look what Robisi turned out to be.
Mm-hmm.
Not elite. I'm not saying Shakur ain't elite.
The book is still out on Shakur.
Still out.
Who has he beat that's elite? Who has he really beat that's elite? No one elite.
He's beat some good fighters.
You know what I mean? Beat some good fighters. But the same thing. What they say about Tank. He only fight flat-footed Mexicans. Well, who's really the only good fighter that he beat? Valdez. What is he? Flat-footed Mexican. You know what I mean? Perfect style for a Shakur who just want to hit you, get up out of there. Perfect. He ain't really beat nobody else.
Dominated Valdez in that fight.
Dominated, but Valdez was easy to dominate. We saw Navarrete
easy money to make in that fight.
We saw Navarrete put work on Valdez. You know what I mean? So we already know.
What do you say about with Shakur wants the Navarrete fight, right? But of course he's gonna.
Of course he wants the Navarrete fight.
Belt. He's gonna fight for that vacant belt, and it's gonna be a bigger fight. So Top Rank is gonna have decisions to make, right? Because then you're gonna have Shakur with a belt. You're gonna have Navarrete with a belt. You're gonna have possibly Loma with a belt, right? Because these are what we expect, right? These are the situations that we expect. So who's gonna get who first?
Only way Shakur get those fights if he re-sign with them. That's it. Only way he gets a Navarrete.
And a Loma.
Only way he could get a Loma.
They got him by the balls. You want to get 3 belts?
You don't re-sign, you're gonna get a Yoshiro rematch. You know what I mean? You're gonna get a Yoshiro rematch. We really gonna send you out there. Stock low.
Hey, I see a lot of people talking about this fighter named Murataya. I don't think I've ever seen him fight. They're saying that might be
Robert Garcia.
His next fight. Huh?
Nah, they ain't gonna because he's a young gun, and they ain't gonna serve him up to him. Nah, Murataya.
That's easy work for Shakur.
No, it ain't easy work for Shakur because he know how to cut the ring off. That's a Robert Garcia fighter.
I gotta check that fighter out. I don't remember ever seeing him fight.
Yeah, he a beast. He a youngin too. He a beast.
Okay.
So he ain't getting that fight. He called out Shakur, but they gonna go a different round. They ain't gonna give it to him. They ain't gonna serve. They ain't gonna risk one of their young. You know what I mean? Prospects.
Right now, Shakur's in a position of power lows.
Nah, he's not though.
No, he is. Because think about what you just said.
He's not though.
He is in a position of power because they're gonna give him a layup, right? They're gonna give him a layup next. So if they're gonna give him a layup, when he goes to the negotiating table, he's gonna say, "Listen, not only do I want to fight, I want to be unified. I want to be the one to take the belt from Loma. I want to be the one to take the belt from Navarrete. So I don't want you to put those two against each other. I want to fight both of those motherfuckers."
But
he's in a position of power.
You got to resign though. I'm talking about what time?
Yeah,
right?
but so that's what I'm saying. He's in a position of power.
But look, this is what happens though, and this is why he's gonna fuck himself. Because the offer's on the table, he's gonna have to resign. Because if he go and try to test the waters and find out the grass ain't greener, right? Because he gonna go to PBC and they gonna give him no $3 million guarantee. They not. Tank just got $5 million guaranteed versus Ryan Garcia. He ain't on Tank Davis level.
The guarantee don't need to be there if you know the fight is going to sell. That fight will sell.
But there's no guarantee he's going to get the fight. Look, history has shown you that when these dudes sign these contracts, they don't put guarantees in it. They're not going to put a guarantee in the Shakur that he's going to fight Tank. They go, what? That's okay. They'd have been had them in fight. They're not. They're not going to give this nigga a contract and guarantee him he gets tanked. No. Well, why? When we got Frank Martin, they got
De Los Santos, Valenzuela,
Gary Russell. Come on, go down the line. You the PBC. Go ahead. Name the 135 and 140.
The PBC what?
You the PBC nigga aficionado. You know what I mean?
I'm the aficionado of boxing, bruh.
Yeah, but you PBC's your special.
No, because you know what draws me more to PBC.
But name the names. Who they got?
It's the hate. It's the hate, bro. It's the hate.
You got to go through all them before you get to the king, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's the hate, Lowe's. I swear, it's the hate. I listen to the boxing voice. I listen to this channel. I listen to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like all this unnecessary hate, bro. Like,
yeah, all right, but scratch all that. Let me ask you this. Your man out here, he a smart man, right?
I assume so.
You assume so, right? And you would think he's gonna learn from his mistakes, right?
Yeah, you gotta learn from your mistakes.
Right.
That's the definition of a smart
What
player.
happened? Exactly. So he signed Canelo, right?
Yeah.
Served him up a Caleb. Served him up a what was the other dude he fought on PBC? Caleb. Oh, and Jamel Charlo.
Yeah.
Washed them both up. Now my man Caleb, he's still rocking. Jamel Charlo is incognito, nowhere to be found.
They say he lost. They say he got stripped of his last belt. All 4 belts are gone now.
So now you move to another hired gun, right? Crawford. Now they signed Crawford, right? With the intentions of they thought Errol Spence was gonna beat him, keep it a beam. They were backing their guy. You know what I mean? Errol Spence was the A side, this and that. They were backing their guy.
I don't think that's the case.
Come on, man.
They wanted Crawford to sign. Hold on.
But you think they signed Crawford? Been with Errol, rocking with Errol, building him up this whole time, and
Earl wanted to fight. Earl wanted to fight regardless. They didn't want to go in that direction. Earl wanted.
What side were they on?
I mean, they're more than likely rocking with Earl because Earl was a bigger bank.
You got
He's
all
a
this
bigger bank.
Okay, still, that is their guy, right?
Correct, and he's a bigger bank. So
who you riding with? You riding with your guy?
Correct. Right? But they wanted to sign Crawford long term, but he didn't want to do that. He wanted to just fight the fight plus the rematch.
You got to edge your bet, but you still sign him, make the fight, hoping your man wins. You don't sign fucking Crawford, who's been with Top Rank the whole time, bring him over to beat your top guy.
Earl wanted to fight though, regardless of what they wanted to do.
Earl
was standing on his pivot and saying, "This is the fight that I want. Regardless, I don't want to fight nobody else."
Okay, that's fine. Still, they wanted to make one of the biggest fights in boxing, which they did. But still, that's not my point. My point is, they signed the outsider to their organization to fight their top guy, right or wrong.
Correct.
And he lost, got washed, right?
Correct.
So do you think they even want to risk that again. So do you think they will sign a Shakur, guarantee him a Tank? Not that I feel like he will wash a Tank, but
if it's a long-term deal, yeah.
I don't think
If it's a long-term deal, a 5-fight deal, yeah. Tank has to be in that within the first 2 fights.
No.
He has to be. If you sign
So
Tank,
Tank-
if you
so
sign
Tank got
Shakur
no
for
say in
5
it?
fights, the
Tank
10
got
fight
no
would have
say
to
in
be
it?
within the next 2 fights because that's what the people want.
So what? We ain't getting what we want. You know that. We were getting what we want. David and Canelo be fighting. They'd have been for it. If we get what we want, Tank and Haiti would have fought. If we got what we want, Tank and Shakur would have fought. If we got what we want, Caleb and Jamal would have fought. We don't get what we want.
Not all. Sometimes plenty of times we do.
When?
Canelo fought all the other super middleweights except for Benavidez. We got what we wanted in terms of them fighting each other, right?
Let's keep it a buck.
Earl Spence cleaned out the
Hold
entire
on.
division.
Let's keep it a buck.
Crawford fought Earl Spence. That's a fight we wanted. We got that fight.
How many years it took?
Devin Haney wanted Lomachenko very, very badly. We got that fight.
It's not a PBC. Come on.
Everybody wanted Tank
How long
and
did-
Ryan.
how long did that
Everybody
fight
wanted
take?
Tank and Ryan. We got that fight. How
Nobody
long have we
wanted that
wanted
fight.
Benavidez
Nobody
and Caleb
wanted that
Plant?
fight.
We got that fight.
How many years? All them fights took years to make, bro. What
I
are
mean,
you
it
talking
takes
about?
time sometimes.
So what are you talking
Because-
about? Shakur be the second fight, and this nigga Canelo wouldn't. If he signed a 5-fight deal, it might be the 5th fight. It might not be the
Oh,
second.
man.
What are you talking about?
5th fight. No way.
Bro, listen, all the fights you just named, Caleb and Benavidez, that was 6 years from the time of the incident in the gym. 6 years.
Yeah, but they both were world
Right.
champions at that
6
time.
years. 6 years it took for that fight to happen. Crawford and Errol. 5 years? 6 years to make that fight?
That's because of the accident, though.
What's the number one? You said Canelo and Caleb. Nobody really even.
Oh,
saw that
Benavidez
fight
and
coming.
Caleb. That was a fight that everybody wanted.
Yeah, but Canelo and Caleb. Nobody was asking for that fight. It was a good fight, great fight. I appreciate it, and the fans appreciate it, and we liked it. But nobody asked for that fight. Nobody even that wasn't a fight that we was like, yo, nah. But it was a good one. You know what I mean? That was one of the PBC better ones. That was a good one. You know what I mean? Who else? Devin and your boy Loma. That took years to make.
Took years and maneuvering,
You know what I mean?
plenty of maneuvering.
So we know how the boxing game go, bro. You know what I mean? We know, and I'm okay with it because that's how it's been for years, especially since the Mayweather era. You know what I mean? But there's no guarantee. So back to the point, your boy Shakur, it is no guarantee that he gonna get that fight. He gonna go to PBC. They're gonna tell him, yo, yeah, you might fight once every 1.5, 18 months, and we ain't gonna give you no guarantee.
Hey, listen,
You know what I mean?
man.
You're gonna have to.
The dates is coming,
You gotta-
bro. The dates
You're
is
gonna
coming,
get what
bruh.
you weigh. You know what I mean? We're gonna
The
pay
dates
you how
is
you
coming.
weigh.
The dates
We're
is
gonna pay
coming,
you how you
Lowe's.
weigh. Look, I
Hold
was
up.
thinking about this. I was
Go
thinking
ahead.
about this, right? You know why this fight's on March 30th?
Why?
Because
So it could be in the quarter.
because it could be in the quarter. Exactly, my nigga. You know,
They gotta fight.
your money, nigga.
They
Your
fight
money,
in
nigga. So you know. So they had to put a dollar amount in that first quarter. That's why it's March 30th. You see, we ain't had talk about this or nothing, but you see how you already know, right? They had to
I
put a
haven't
amount
even
in
thought
that
about it
quarter.
either until you just brought it. Like the way you questioned
But
it, I'm
you-
like, what? So they could get a fight in the first quarter.
But you already
So
know.
they can't say,
You
oh,
know
we
what I
went
mean?
a whole. Oh, they went a whole quarter. Didn't even have a fight.
Oh, boom. Fight at the they waited to the very end of the first quarter. You know what I mean? And we'll see what they put out.
We still talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, even
What's
though
the
we got a
best-
little sidetracked talking about
What's
other
the
things going on in
speculated date for
boxing.
this
But
fight?
the topic
What's
is
the
still
speculated date
Frank
for this fight?
and Tank. Frank and Tank.
So what's
Yeah.
the speculated date for that fight?
Huh? The gate? The gate of
Nah,
the...
what's the date? What's the date?
Oh, for Frank and Tank?
Yeah.
They saying end of May. So the same
End of
month as
May?
Canelo. So more than likely we're gonna have 2 pay-per-views in the same month on that month.
So what's that, Memorial Weekend?
Is that Memorial Weekend? I'm not sure. I don't.
When's Memorial Weekend? May, right? End of May? May 30th? So they're looking at Memorial Weekend. So where they gonna do that? Miami?
Man, Vegas, man.
Vegas
with that. They either gonna be in New York or they're gonna be in Vegas.
Hey,
but you know, Tank can go anywhere. Tank can go anywhere.
He could have Dade County. I think it's a lot.
Man, Florida's
Put that boy in the Miami arena.
We from Florida, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, just so y'all know, we recording from Broward County, Florida. We right next to Dade County. We suspect as fuck when it comes to boxing, bro. They done tried plenty of times to bring fights here. They don't sell out, bro. So I don't think you gamble.
I went to
it would make sense though.
I went to a TMT card / PBC card years ago. Met the boy Rigo. Was watching the Caleb fight.
Speak up a little louder, Lo. Speak up a little louder. Or turn your volume
up. That's what Caleb Plant was a contender.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw
you turn the volume up a little more?
At the Hard Rock. Yeah, I'm all the way to the max.
Okay.
I'm all the way to
Say what
the
you
max,
saying?
boy. But nah, I seen. Scratch that. You come to Miami, you got to come with a big card. And you come to Miami, you got to come with like a Javante Davis. You know what I mean? David Haney. Canelo Alvarez.
At the Heat Arena.
Mayweather,
at the Miami Heat Arena.
At the Heat Arena.
Woo!
You know what I mean?
Yo, son. Talk to me now.
Your boy Floyd was just over here when he fought the Gotti. He was just over there in Broward at the Panthers Arena.
And that shit kind of sold more than we that shit is right next to my crib, and I didn't even think about it. I thought about going, but nobody else wanted to go.
Yeah, nah.
But when I looked at the atmosphere, it looked like it was decently attended.
Of course, you know we're gonna come out, gonna pop out. They could go to the new Hard Rock Arena. You know what I mean? We went to a fight over there.
That's not big enough for Tank.
Nah, it ain't big enough for Tank.
It would have to be the Panther Arena or the Miami Heat Arena if you're gonna come down here.
You gotta go Heat Arena for Tank.
Yo, that would be big, bro.
Or you might have to go amphitheater.
You know what the thing is with the Tank? Because
go amphitheater.
Tank, people travel to see Tank. People travel to see Tank.
Of course.
So that would be a fight. But they would have to reach out to your boy Mickey. He would have to give him a site fee, bro. Because Vegas giving him a site fee. He gonna have to come off that site fee.
No man, it's Tank Davis, bro.
Bruh.
It's your boy.
These are the type of things that boxing need to do, bro. Well, you know it would be bigger though, Lo. So let me tell you why I don't think that would happen on this fight. Right? You'd have to fight a Spanish fighter coming to Miami, bro. Think about it now. Think about it. A Cuban, or some type of Latin fighter. There's so Hispanic people on this side, bro. You would get way more engagement for a fight like that. I think the Frank Martin fight is going to be an East Coast fight. I think it's going to be an East Coast fight.
Tank bring him out. No matter.
Nah, Tank brings him out, but tell me, truth or not, Tank Valenzuela in Miami.
I don't know.
Tank Valenzuela.
Miami's all about the big show. You know what I mean? So Venezuela, dudes don't know Venezuela. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you know me. Football season, you know where I'm at on Saturdays. Where I'm at. Come Saturday's home game, where I'm at.
Yeah, you at the Canes game.
I'm at the Canes game, Hard Rock. You know what I mean? And when we playing the so-so team, crowd is so-so. When we playing the Florida State, when we playing the Clemson, you know what I mean? A UF, a big game, shit's packed out.
Yeah.
So the opponent matters. So you can't just put Florida, South Florida, we know you're going to win, they ain't going to show up. You know what I mean? Only time they did that was when LeBron was in the building. And Tank could kind of bring that LeBron effect.
Okay, so what's the fight? What's the fight that would be?
And I can tell you why. We all know Tank live around here. Tank live about 15 minutes. He got the crib about 15 minutes from me right now.
Yeah, he live in Parkland.
You know what I mean? So they'll build on that. He trained right there, ABC Boxing. Dude was running right there at Coral Springs High. So they could build on that, right? Like Tank, okay, his new adopted home type shit. You know what I mean? And the fans will come out, but your opponent matters. But if they build on that hometown, like not hometown shit, but second hometown shit, you know what I mean? Floridians will pop out. Because a lot of people don't know. We know because we, you know what I mean, we live in the area. You know what I mean? And people, and the Rumblings, you know what I mean? Like I say, he trained over there at ABC Boxing. Dude was running that Coral Springs High. Dude was unseen that GTD Escalade driving through the town.
Yeah.
I mean, so we know he here, type shit. But a lot of people don't know he here. But what they do that all access and all that shit, they do the build up. You know what I mean?
You think we get an all access type thing for the Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu?
I ain't seen one yet, but yeah, I don't see why not.
They gotta promote it. They gotta do something.
Gotta
big,
promote
man.
it. Especially with all the hate they've been getting, they gotta do something.
A lot of hate. It's coming though, Los. It's coming. Listen to the Dan Kenobi and the Chris Algieri podcast. Y'all listen to that and y'all will get a little bit more insight on what's coming possibly for the PBC. It's coming.
But back to
it's coming.
So how you think this fight gonna play out?
Man, this is a good fight, bro. This is a sneaky good fight because Frank got skills. And that if they bring Earl, if Earl does his job and promotes, this shit could be bigger than what a lot of people think, man. Earl put his promoter hat on and talk about Frank and don't focus on himself because, you know, people are going to always ask him about himself. He gotta be able to switch gears and say, listen, this ain't about me. It's about Frank right now. You feel me?
Let me ask you this. Is Floyd Earl gonna get in the ring and give him that look?
What do you mean?
What you mean? What Tank is?
They friends. Earl and Tank is friends.
Nah, but what Tank? What's his stance?
Oh, Southpaw.
Where Earl is?
Southpaw. Oh, so you sparring him?
Yeah, get in there, give your man that look. That's your man.
Yeah, he can go in there and do some
You
things.
can knock two birds out with one stone. You can get in there, shake out, get right.
Man. I want Earl to retire.
Come on, man. Stop that, man.
Focus on promoting.
Man. Stop that.
You're still a big name. You're still a big name, but you got so much more potential as a promoter, man. Because the fans love you. The fans love Earl, bro. People love Earl, bro. Earl got that it factor. Earl got the it factor, bro. That a lot of people don't have.
Nigga lost one fight to a great fighter and you want the man to retire, man. Come on.
No, it's not because he lost to Crawford.
That's the problem with boxing fans, bro. Stop that shit, bro. Lost one fucking fight, dog.
It's because of the accidents, bro. It's because
of
the accidents.
What? Yeah, one
Anyways,
accident.
We talked about it. Let's focus on this. What am I giving Frank?
Frank only shot at the fight is if he's sparring Earl Spence. That's his only shot. If Earl ain't getting in the ring,
they don't fight the same. They don't fight the same, so you ain't gonna get the same.
Earl's a great fighter, nigga. He could fucking immolate a fucking Tank.
Yeah.
He could go in there and immolate a Tank. You know what I mean? Shit. Come on.
How man. I think this fight is gonna go, man. First of all, I think it's going the distance. I don't think Tank is gonna knock him out. I think he's gonna knock him down. I think Frank is gonna see the bell. Tank is gonna he's gonna beat him, man. He's gonna beat him to the punch. He's faster. He's more precise with his punches.
Has Tank ever faced
his
a nigga
footwork
like him
is better. Frank's defense is really, really good. This is a good fight, man. This is a good fight. I'd have to film study a little bit more before I can give you. I mean, I have to prepare a little bit more. We're gonna have time, and I can give you a proper breakdown. But this is a sneaky good fight. And I'm giving it a 70-30. Tank's way. 70-30. Frank could pull it off. He definitely got the skills. But you got to also weigh in if it's close enough. And let's say he did edge it. More than likely, Tank is still going to get the decision. But Frank definitely has the skills. But Tank is a complete fighter, man. He's complete, bro. He's showed me everything.
It's not a 50-50.
It's not a 50-50. It's a 70-30. Because Tank has showed me everything.
So when they gonna put Tank in a 50-50 fight?
I mean, he's not in a 50-50 fight because he keeps shining, bruh. The Barrios fight was a 50-50 fight. As much as people want to say it wasn't, it was a 50-50 fight. We watched that live. We watched that live. It was going into what late. It was past the midway point, and I was scoring it. And I told y'all, yo, Frank, Tank is losing this fight. Y'all niggas is like, nah, son. I said, bruh, Tank is losing this fight, nigga. Y'all niggas is tripping. Same thing with when he fought Leo Santa Cruz. He was losing the fight. Tank loses rounds, bruh. He loses rounds. He was losing rounds to Rolly.
So what's he gonna do when he's in there with a dude that eraser can't touch the paper, and he put.
But that's why he has to stay in his weight class, though.
That's why
he has to be calculated when he moves up.
No, he needs to start getting more active in his fight and stop giving away rounds, because that's what's gonna happen. That's what happened to Canelo. Remember, I told you about that with Bivol. You get stuck in that style where you get to believing in your own shit, and you feel like, okay, that shot's gonna come, and where I could lose rounds, give up rounds. I could just bang on them, and eventually I'm gonna get him out there. What happened with Canelo? Styles make fights, nigga, and Bivol was in and out on this nigga all fucking night, and that opportunity didn't come. Canelo gassed out early and didn't have enough gas in the tank, nigga, to put that pedal on the metal, you know what I mean? And go for the knockout and get that man out of there. So eventually Tank is gonna come across an opponent where, nigga, he done gave up too many rounds and he can't put that eraser to the paper. You know what I mean? And get dude out of there.
Yeah.
Could Frank put him in that position? We don't know. We about to see.
Frank could definitely put him in that position because he's going to be well trained.
You know what I mean?
He's going to be well trained. Derek James. He's well mentored. Errol Spence. And he has the desire. He has the passion to be great. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come in peak shape. You know what I'm saying? He's a physical specimen. He looks good. He got skills, bro. He could pull it off. But
that boy need to highlight that boy right there on the screen. Cause I get him in shape. You know what I mean?
Nah, facts.
Your boy will get him in shape. You feel me? Hey, you need a strength and conditioning coach? Holla at your boy. I'm here. Real shit. Any of y'all in South Florida, y'all need that strength and conditioning, man. Holla at your boy, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? But back to scheduled programming.
But
I think he gonna beat Frank, because Frank, you know what I mean, there's levels to the shit. And Frank never been in a big fight, a fight of this magnitude. You know what I mean? I don't know Frank to ever be in there.
So let me ask you a question, Los.
I don't know if Frank ever been in there with punching like Tank.
Keep it real. I know you a Haneyite, right? Why is this fight getting all the slack that it's getting, bruh?
Like I said before, when we started this, people want to see Tank in there with elite fighters. He's there. He's 29 years old, about to be 30 years old. That made a shit ton of money. He's so-called a face of boxing. People want to see him in there with the top fighters. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Sabril Matias. People want to see him in there with those kind of fighters. Other champions.
And Frank
people
Martin.
Want to see people.
We wanted to see this fight.
It's cool. It's a cool fight. This is probably the best fight you could get outside of the names I just named. But people want to see. People want to see Gervonta unified. They want to see him in there with other champions. Not contenders, but champions. You understand me? And champions of his weight class. Not champions that he done brought up one weight class, two weight classes. We want to see him with champions.
Hey, between me and you, I just thought about this right now. Let me just throw this into the atmosphere. I think it's gonna happen. I don't know why I just thought about this. But between this run that the PBC is gonna do in their fights and when they're loading up cards, I think we're finally gonna see that Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz fight. I don't know why I just thought about that shit, but it just popped in my head. it's going to be a fight on a. Huh?
Santa Cruz will wash Gary Russell.
I think we're going to finally get that
I told
fight.
you that a long time ago. Santa Cruz will wash Gary Russell.
I would love to see that.
Because Gary Russell ain't got no eraser to get him out of here like Tank did. And and that fight done been so long ago, he don't recover from that. Leo, he will wash Gary Russell. Wash him. I put all my cash up on Leo Santa Cruz against Gary Russell. I'll definitely do that. I do not believe in that man at all.
But yeah, man. So end of May, Tank, Frank, it's going down. I don't see any curveball that could possibly get thrown in this fight not be official tissue. It's been a fight that's been rumored. It makes the most sense. The Valenzuela fight didn't make sense in terms of impact. You know what I mean? It looks more of a lighter touch. And Frank and Tank can't be in no light touch fights because he has to be in fights where people at least think the opponent has a chance in order for it to sell the way they want it to sell.
I think the next fight,
Loma.
They put
Loma next, man. We're gonna send
put Tank and Frank, right? And then a card or two after that is gonna be De Los Santos versus Valenzuela, like I predicted a month or two ago.
Nah, Valenzuela don't want a match.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched
he
it.
wants a rematch.
I just listened to an interview. Listen, I just listened to an interview with him on the PBC podcast, and he was talking about fighters. He didn't even mention De Los Santos, bro.
Of course, but he needs that get back.
He needs it.
He a real
but
fighter.
I don't think he wants it.
Of course, because he got stopped.
Yeah, he said it was
premature.
No, he was because the opponent got switched. Remember, he was training for someone else, and then they switched him because someone got injured or some shit.
So, nigga, you don't got to get back with Colbert. Get to get back with De Los Santos.
You get that get back. That will mandate a tank. You could get a Tank fight easy peasy.
Exactly.
Or put yourself in position for one of them other belts.
That's how you get it, my man. You know what I mean? You do that. You beat De Los Santos, and now I guarantee you that will be Tank's next fight. Because they're going to promote this like this is a tough fight, this and that, blah, blah. And they're going to give it that boy a so tough. They're going to go back to their green print.
I mean, if he beats De Los Santos, De Los Santos is really, really good. And I told you when he was going to fight Shakur, I said, bro, this is like close to a 50-50 fight. De Los Santos is good, bro. And when Shakur knew he was good because what Shakur did, he felt. You could see when De Los Santos threw some punches and his whizzed by Shakur's face. He knew, I can't get hit by none of this shit right here. Bruh. Okay. There's levels of boxing and running, right? Shakur ran. I don't care what you're talking about. Your hand was hurt, whatever, right? I like Shakur. I think you're a good fighter, Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I like your skills. You know what I'm saying? You bring a lot of shit to the game. You know what I mean? You bring brass. You bring, you know what I mean, timeliness. You're a very clean looking fighter. You know what I'm saying? Good skills. You bring pedigree. You know what I mean? You talk your shit. You want the big fights. You know what I mean? I like you. But you ran in that fight. Let's just keep it real. You ran in that fight. And your boy, who just fought Teofimo Lopez.
Had his track shoes on.
So you say, you say he had his. But your boy that fought Teofimo Lopez, what's his name again?
Jermaine Ortiz.
Jermaine Ortiz. He ran too, but not on the level that Shakur ran, in my opinion. He boxed. He boxed. It wasn't the same level, but it was still running because all he did was use one hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't moving. He wasn't landing right hands. Left hands.
And the difference is Jermaine was the B-side fighter. Shakur is an A-side fighter. And A-side fighters have a different level of expectation. So we expect you to be able to get the job done. You know what I mean? He wasn't in A versus A. You know what I mean? And nah. You know what I mean? The onus is on him. The onus was on Shakur. I don't give a fuck about you talking about no hurt hand, this and that. If your hand was so hurt, why you over here trying to bet Bill Haney to spar Devin Haney not even a week after the fight,
Yeah,
$1 million
that was
talking about cooking.
her hand shit was cap.
Nigga. And then he been going on the press tour telling everybody, "Oh, I was hurt. Oh, I told Bud that I'm fucked up. I told Keyshawn and this and my little cousin this and that. Like, yo, I'm gonna show y'all how to win on an off night. This and that, blah blah. Nigga, if you talking and saying, nigga, oh, how you know it's an off night even before you get in the fucking ring?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, who you fooling, bro? The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna show y'all how to win on an off night.
Yeah, it was all cap.
You sound
Of course,
fucking
sensitive,
stupid.
man. He's very emotional when it comes to
Like, you sound
people's
fucking
opinions.
dumb. Come on, dog. That's stupid.
People's opinions in his game, he gets a little
casual novice, even like a dumb, like, bro, like, what is he talking about? Oh, so it's an off night. You basically telling niggas, yeah, nigga, you building an excuse because you already knew you wasn't finna get in no engagement with this nigga. Talking about it's an off night. No, and me, I'm a nigga. I'm listening to what he say. He ain't say, he said an off night, right? He didn't say, yo, niggas, I'm hurt, I'm fucked up, but I'm gonna show y'all how to make it through with an injury, right? Because the whole shit talking about he had a hurt hand. So why not tell these niggas, yo, I'm gonna show you how to win this fight with one hand. You know what I mean? Nigga, my left hand hurt, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna pump fake this nigga and win this shit with one hand. Nah, he talking about, yo, I'm gonna show you how to win with an off night. Built an excuse, nigga, because I already knew, nigga, I was getting on my bike, nigga. It was about to be the Tour de France. Motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You sound stupid, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
the girl may believe that shit, but us boxing niggas, man, we ain't believing that shit. Or of course, we ain't going for that. Feel what I'm saying?
you got me sidetracked with all that you was saying, man. You was cooking a little bit there.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm here for, man.
Cooking a
AKA
little
the
bit
chef,
there. I
man.
completely
AKA
forgot what I
help
was
us
gonna
spell
fucking
Bachi.
say, nigga.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, man. What the fuck was I gonna say, bro? What the fuck?
I don't know, man. Nigga souffle too much, man. Yeah, it is.
But
souffle.
yeah, let's switch gears, man. That shit's in the bag. It's gonna when the fight gets announced and it gets closer, we're gonna definitely talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it more. But let's switch gears, man. March 30th is coming up. PBC has a card. A lot of people talking shit, saying that PBC is this, PBC is that. But it's a pretty loaded card, man.
Good card, man. Good card.
It's a good card. It's people saying it shouldn't be pay-per-view. I don't get that analogy because since the year has started, Los, and I'm just, bruh, it ain't no fanboyism. It ain't none of that shit, bruh. All I'm saying is, Los, just keep it real with me, bruh. Since the year has started, tell me a promotion that has put on a better card. Fuck the pay-per-view aspect of it. Don't worry about that as pay-per-view. Who has put on a better card so far this year?
Nah, that's a good card. Good card.
So
Good
why
card,
are we
good.
getting all this negativity, man?
You know why, man? I don't want to beat a dead horse. People just expect more from the Premier Boxing Championship. We expect more from them. First letter in their shit is P for Premier. So we want Premier matchups, Premier fight for their first pay-per-view. Now this,
But what they were planning, if you listen
if this
to
fight was free, this would be the
well,
best.
how you gonna get this for free, Lowe's? Come on now, be fair now.
Could, bro.
Look
Cause
at-
you about to give us Tank for pay-per-view, you about to give us Canelo pay-per-view.
Yeah, but how you gonna get this for free? Look at the names. Look at the just look at the names. Just look at the people. Look at the guarantees that are possibly on this table right here, right? You have to have that extra revenue stream. So now
But that's
look,
the thing. There's not guarantees. Now all these niggas guarantees.
the
is
undercard
low.
people are guaranteed. The under people
Tim
are guaranteed.
Zoo, exactly, and they're all low. How much you think Arizona making? Safara, Sebastian,
Alexander
Elijah,
that's been with
Elijah, a young
PBC for
guy.
all these years.
Elijah ain't making 100 racks in this fight. He's not. Probably making 60 racks.
He's probably not making 100 racks in the fight.
No. Sebastian
He's making
probably
something
making 80
healthy.
to 100.
He's probably making something very healthy.
Like 60. Let's say about 50.
For you to assume that Arizona's not making 200,000 or 300,000 in this fight.
Nah, he's a championship
mistake.
fight, so he gonna make 200,000-300,000.
Okay. For you to think that Rolly is not gonna make maybe $1 million in this fight.
Nah,
is
he
a
ain't making
mistake.
$1 million. He ain't making $1 million.
Close to
He ain't
it.
making $1 million.
But
Nah,
let's
he
not
ain't
talk
making
about
$1 million.
money though. Let's not talk about money. We don't want to talk because we don't know. Right? So let's not speculate.
We don't know, but I do know he ain't making $1 million.
Okay, but look at this card though, bruh. Right? Like, I'm on your ass every Saturday and Friday at times. Be like, yo, Los, tune into this fight on the Zone. Tune into this fight on ESPN, man. Like, we gotta stay sharp. You know what I mean? We gotta stay sharp. We gotta pay attention to all the shit that's going, all the going ons. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And these shits, them shits don't pique your interest, right?
Nah.
But look at this card, bruh. Nigga, I'm tuning in from the prelims, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm fucking with it.
Even the one right before the Elijah Garcia
I want to see Elijah. They've been moving that nigga tough, young buck. You know what I mean? Putting in that boy with Kron. Good fight, tough fight. You know what I mean? Sebastian, we gonna see how he bounce back. Another Florida boy. You know what I mean? And we got the Cuban boy Erizlandi. He old, but hey, there was a time when Erizlandi was one of my favorite fighters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we got Rolly and Cruz. Tough fight. I think Rolly wins. Upset. You know what I mean? A lot of people counting him out. A lot of people shit on Rolly. I think he might be Cruz. I think he's too athletic for Cruz. I think he's gonna move on Cruz.
Okay.
I think he's gonna fight Cruz like he fought Barroso second half of the fight. You know what I mean? I think he got touched up. I think he ain't gonna let Cruz get close to him.
I like Cruz in that
Cruz
fight.
Cruz has zero jab. I think Rolly gonna show people, you know what I mean? He ain't exactly what people say he is. You know what I mean? A lot of people they clown Rolly, but I think Rolly gonna show a little something in that fight.
But
And Thurman, I think Thurman might upset Tim Tszyu. You heard it here first.
All that is on the table, and the fight before the Elijah Garcia and Karan Davis is a world title fight. Martinez, the fighter that's promoted by Marcus Maidana, is the opening bout. Is the opening bout on the prelims on Prime. But the point I'm trying to make is like, this is a stat card. We haven't gotten anything of the caliber in terms of competitiveness, but yet this shit gets so much flack. People don't want to give it what it's just due because they want to hang on the fact that it's a pay-per-view and it's a rollout. But guess what? It wasn't the initial plans. This wasn't the initial plans. The initial plans, for what I'm hearing, was possibly going to be Tim Tszyu and Lubin. But I think this fight has more name recognition and more impact than.
Hey, what's Lubin training name again? I forgot. That dude's name?
Damn, light skinned dude.
Yeah.
Cunningham.
Yeah. He said, I heard the interview. He said, bro, that was news to him because they never got word that he was supposed to be in the fight.
Yeah,
now,
but you know,
that could be some A-side, B-side shit. You know what I mean? Where
yeah.
It was throwing his name, and that he wouldn't find out till last minute type shit. So it's time to get ready.
Well, not last minute, but they're gonna throw.
You know what I mean?
First, they gotta throw the fight to the A-side dude first to see if he wants that fight first. That makes the most sense, right? Same thing with Karan Davis. Karan Davis eluded that.
But
they came to him and asked him.
But this is A-side, B-side treatment. Where the A-side, he gets to prepare a couple of weeks in advance for the B-side nigga, and then the B-side nigga finds out with just enough time.
What you always say though, Los, if you a fighter, what?
Made the fight. Stay ready.
Yeah,
but to beat the elite, nigga, you gotta prepare, nigga, for a fight like that. Get
Los,
ready.
what you always say though, if you're in a fighting game, what you gotta always do?
Nigga, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly, bruh. No excuses, bruh. If you in the fight game
excuses,
and you're a fighter and you have this limited amount of time to capitalize on your athleticism, it makes no sense for you to be not practicing your craft, staying in shape. Nigga, there's niggas that go to the gym.
They all stay in shape. But you gotta
not all of them. Not all of them. Bruh, there's niggas that work 9 to 5s, bruh. 9 to 5s that go to the gym 5 times a week and are in peak shape. And them niggas ain't seeing millions of dollars a fight, bruh. 500,000, 300,000, 800,000 a fight. Come on, bruh.
They seeing 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000.
They seeing 40,000 a year, but yet they in the gym eating fucking egg yolks.
Cause they hungry.
Every fucking day.
Facts.
You heard that green ass Siri shit just popped up out of nowhere like, oh, they never answered.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I thought that was you.
Nah, fucking Siri. It was like, you talking to me?
Man, nigga.
But yeah, man, Rolly, Pitbull.
That was our aim.
Rolly, Pitbull. I like Pitbull in that fight. Tim Tszyu versus Keith Thurman, man. As much as I love, I don't see it for him in this one, man. Tim Tszyu is a real problem. He looked really impressive against Gaucher after he was knocked down, came back and dominated.
Thurman ain't no Gaucher.
Won almost all the rounds. Beat the shit out of Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison was popping that shit. We all tuned in for that. Demolished him. Went and took care of Mendoza.
Tony Harrison, I love Tony Harrison, but he ain't no Keith Thurman.
No, I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? But I'm tuning in because I want to see what Keith is going to bring to the table. Keith seems very confident in that he's going to pull the upset.
We all tuning in. Let's keep Thurman, bro. You know what I mean?
Sebastian Fondor versus Buanchuk. And people are saying, why is Fondor getting a shot right away after being KO'd? I mean, he was the interim champion. And no. He was the interim champion. And instead of sitting on his hands and waiting for a Jamel Charlo fight, and instead of waiting to be elevated, he was fighting. And he got knocked off. So you're not sitting and waiting for your mandatory position. You're sanctioning fees on the interim belt. You're going to have key position when that belt becomes vacant, right or wrong. So let's keep it real, man.
Hey, man.
I'll bring you back
These
in.
videos we be cooking, man. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800,000 views. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them subscriptions up, man.
Yeah.
Like,
let's do that, man.
Share, subscribe. Show the ESB boys some love, man. You know what I mean? We out here cooking for y'all. I cook this nigga every day, every night. You know what I mean? Show your boy some love. You think I'm cooking, type in hello. You know what I mean?
Definitely not cooking.
You doing some type in that capital A, because you know he an A-side nigga. You know what I mean? You think he could type in that PBC, because you know he a PBC nigga.
Hey, we closing this one out, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? We gonna double back. We're gonna take a small break. And we're going to chop it up. And we're going to give y'all another one. We're going to talk about Canelo Alvarez next.
Yo, like and subscribe, man.
Yeah.
Get the likes up and get the subscriptions up, man. Show y'all boys some love. We're trying to hit that 100 subscriptions, man. Let's go.